Hi, I'm Darren. In yesterday's video, I was talking about what the Bible says about how I'm accepted and worth something helped me to battle past my feelings of being rejected. Now, one of the passages that talks about this the most, I think, is the prodigal son. And you can find this story in Luke chapter 15, verse 11 to 32. In this parable that Jesus told, there is a man and he has two sons. And the youngest son goes to his dad and he says, I get that's inheritance when you die. Well, I want it now. Give it to me now so I can spend it while I'm young. That's pretty harsh. He's basically saying to his dad, Dad, I wish you were dead so that I could have my money. Well, the father agrees. He gives him his money and he goes off to the city. And the Bible says he spent it on wild living. But eventually, the money ran out. His friends that he had around him rejected him. We know that he got so bad, he got a job on a pig farm, feeding the pigs, which is kind of the worst job for a Jewish person ever, because pigs were unclean. And it got so bad, the son wanted to eat what the pigs were eating. And then something dawned on him. The servants in his father's house, they ate better than he did. In his logic, he realized that he rejected his dad. So his dad must have rejected him. But, if he groveled enough, if he really groveled, his dad might accept him as a servant in his father's house. And so the son made the long journey home, practicing in his mind how he would grovel and what he would say. And as he gets close, he sees a figure running from his father's house towards him. And as he gets closer, he realizes this man is his dad. And he probably thought, oh no, he is going to shout at me. He's going to tell me to get lost. He's not even going to let me come close. I have messed this up completely. And as his father gets close, he starts to tell him the things he's been practicing, how he's not worth being a son anymore. And the father gets close to him and he flings his arms round him. He gives him a hug. And he says, my son, you are home. And he shouts to his servants, go get some great clothes. Kill the biggest calf that we have because we're going to have a party because my son has come home. He thought his father would reject him. What he found out was his father had been watching every single day since he'd left, waiting for his son to come home, so that he could accept him as a son again. He thought he'd been rejected. He'd always been accepted. In this parable, God represents the Father. And the Son, well, that's us. And it tells us that it doesn't matter what we've done or where we've been, God still accepts us. He still accepts us. In the Bible, it says we have the right to become children of God. He accepts us as a child. So it doesn't matter what your past is. It doesn't matter what you're stuck in at the moment. It doesn't matter whether you feel like you're at the top or you feel the lowest of the low. The Bible says God accepts us. In tomorrow's blog, I'm going to explore some of the other passages in the Bible that tells us about how we are accepted and not rejected. Why don't you check it out tomorrow?